Yo, what up? It's your boy Rob coming back at you once again with some more quick news in another video. So before we get started, please do your boy a favor. Hit that bell icon twice so that you are notified every time I drop a video. And go to Blacklight Revelations on YouTube and sub all of the Blacklight channels. All right, and hit us up on the About page for the rest of the social media. Now, I've seen a lot about this situation. I saw Nate Robinson get knocked out. I've seen all of the memes, and I've seen these idiots, Jamil Hill and Corey Champion, and the ridiculous things that they've been saying that's caused this entire Twitter insanity. And I'm just gonna throw this out there. This was the dumbest shit that you could have possibly asked somebody. I don't understand why anybody would ask somebody this. They were in a competitive competition where if you are fighting and you are able to knock somebody out, for one, it's a definite win. It doesn't go to decision. For two, if you are able to knock the person out before the end of the rounds, if it's, MMA between 3 and 5 rounds, and if it's a boxing match, 12, that's less wear and tear on your body. All right, so it's fighting efficient. I don't really know too much about Jake Paul. I know he's on social media. I don't know. You know what I'm saying? Who knows? The Duke could burn crosses every day. I don't know. But in this situation, asking somebody, is it racist because you knocked him out? They were in a fight. They were in a boxing match. That question was completely absurd, and I hope that you don't ask questions like that throughout your daily life. It just boggles my mind why somebody would ask such a stupid question. You know what I'm saying? And it makes me wonder why they hired that individual, as an interviewer. You know what I'm saying? That probably was one of the most cringeworthy moments in history. You know what I'm saying? That's some stupid ass shit. But I tell everybody about the bell curve shit, man. Stop doing the bell curve shit and the inappropriate behavior. So here we go. Jamil Hill and Kerry Champion respond to backlash. They got backlash for asking Jake Paul if Nate Robinson knockout was racist. You got backlash because it was a dumbass question. It was some stupid shit to ask somebody. Seriously. You know what I'm saying? So anyway, here it says, Jamil Hill and Kerry Champion are facing backlash after seemingly trying to turn Jake Paul's victory over Nate Robinson into an issue about race. Let me just say something about this, okay? People like this make it more difficult for people like me who actually try to advocate for better things. You know what I mean? Because it's almost like crying wolf. This was the dumbest shit possible. It was like a literal troll job. Like, I'm honestly wondering if they got a check for this and how much it was scripted. Because who would, I mean, I don't even know how you would come to that conclusion. That's just the dumbest shit that you could possibly ask somebody. You know what I'm saying? I gotta see this shit. You know what I'm saying? So here it says, during a recent appearance on Kerry and Jamil, Stick to Sports, Jake Paul was asked by Hill if his knockout was racist. Unreal. Is everybody ready for an inappropriate behavior moment? Let's watch this idiocracy.
To be honest, I almost started to protest this show because.
See, you don't joke with shit like this. You know what I'm saying? Like, here she goes with this dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? I almost started to protest the show. For what? You know what I'm saying? What the fuck would you protest the show for? See, this is the shit that really, this really gets on my nerves. Let's start this shit over.
To be honest, I almost started to protest this show because.
Why?
I'll tell you why. And this is our question of the week. We saw what happened to Nate Robinson.
What happened to Nate Robinson was that he's not a professional boxer. Jake Paul has been in numerous boxing matches, and he was inexperienced, not ready, exhibited poor form, and set himself up for a knockout that any experienced boxer would have given him. Shut up, lady. Seriously. Shut up. Lord have mercy.
So I'm going to ask Jake Paul right here in front of America. Jake, considering where we are right now in our racial conversation in America, was what you did to Nate Robinson racist?
Wow. Oh my God, Jesus. And the thing that's even the thing that's crazy is that she says it with this stupid ass smile on her face. Stupid ass smile on her face. You know what I'm saying?
That is the question of the week.
Man.
Nah, stop playing with me. Come on.
Listen, Jake, it's a sensitive time right now. We just had.
This woman is insane. This you know, this actually is something that could have possibly inspired, you know, some racial rebuttal from Jake Paul, and it would have been totally justified. Because this was some dumb shit right here. You know what I'm saying?
Had to witness a white man just knock a black man smooth.
Okay, because she's sitting up here talking about watching a white man knock a black man smooth out, when there was actually a time when black men weren't allowed to get in a boxing ring. You know what I'm saying? Nate Robinson, I believe he's a basketball player. He has a, you know, very successful career as a basketball player. You know what I'm saying? He chose to enter that ring, you know what I'm saying, with Jake Paul. You know what I'm saying? And, you know, what we expected to happen happened. You know what I'm saying? Now, somebody could go back to when Conor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather fought, and they could ask, you know, was that ass whooping that Floyd Mayweather put on Conor McGregor racist? You know what I'm saying? Despite the fact that I think, you know, Conor burns a few crosses in his spare time while he's drinking, you know what I'm saying, that Irish whiskey. You know what I'm saying? But, you know, no, nobody really asked that question. You know what I'm saying? You know, it was kind of coagulated. You know, it was very odd dynamics. One of the first times in history where it's an international event and most of America wanted the foreign guy, you know, who was Conor McGregor to win, which we all know why that was, but it's acceptable because it was unspoken, you know what I'm saying? But the support factor there was a dog whistle, feel me? But, you know, it is what it is, and nobody was hurt as a result of that, you know? Like, that didn't stop anybody from doing anything. As a matter of fact, both of those guys made out incredibly well financially as a result of that. The fact that this woman can say this, you can tell that she's comfortable in her life. You know what I'm saying? And it's very angering to someone like me who's hungry, who's on the grind, you know what I'm saying, who really thinks that they're out there trying to make a difference and do better. And for this idiot to conduct herself like this and ask this guy this question and put him, she put Jake Paul in a horrible situation, you know, publicly. And she also put black people in a horrible situation publicly. You're an idiot, woman. You know what I'm saying?
Moved out in front of all of America. So that's why I asked that. But just tell us about that moment real quick, because it looked like Nate was asleep before he ever even hit the canvas.
Yeah, that sometimes that happens. I don't know if you're familiar with fighting. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't, as dumb as you are and how you let stuff fly out of your mouth, I don't understand. You know, you've probably had that happen to you. You've probably been, you know, on your way to sleep as you were falling to the, you know, concrete after somebody knocked you out. If you go around talking to people like that, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, no.
Yeah, I mean, this is what we train for. You know, at the end of the day, boxing's a sport, and you know, you train to win.
And he answered that question exactly right. And just asking that question just made her look so low level and so stupid. She should never be allowed to speak publicly again, in my opinion.
And that's what I went in there and did, and I worked hard for this. And you know, Nate is the one who called me out originally. So
I think he is frozen.
Hey.
Yeah, see, and Jake Paul just brought up a good point. Nate called him out. So, you know.
Can you hear me now?
yeah, I can hear you guys now.
Oh,
Sorry,
okay,
my
that's
Wi-Fi is unstable, like my relationship.
Like that interview and like that woman that asked you that question.
Okay, so let's start from the beginning.
Okay.
First and foremost, was it race?
And you know what's funny? These two women, they sitting up here acting like they mad. You know, they acting like they mad about Nate. But they can't keep the smiles off their face because they know they got turned the fuck on when he knocked Nate's ass out. But they won't tell you that shit on TV. That's why they asking dumbass questions, because their brains is all over the place because they in awe. You know what I'm saying? That's for real.
Racist to knock a black man out.
Did they really ask it again? See, this is where this idiot right here should have checked that idiot over there. She should have checked her co-host. But then she goes on to continue to reinforce the question. Like, it was a bad joke. It was a bad question. It was some troll ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Just move on past it. And then this idiot right here, you know what I'm saying? She asking. You know what? See, if I was Jake Paul, I'd have been straight on some troll shit. And the thing is that these women love him. You know what I'm saying? They're infatuated with him. They're fake acting offended, which is why they're picking such dumb shit to say. You know what I'm saying? I bet you he got both these women's number after this interview, to be honest.
That is the question of the week.
Stop asking me that.
Exactly. Stop. He's answering every question right. It's like, stop asking that. Like, are you serious right now? So Michael Jordan was racist every time, you know what I'm saying, he beat the Celtics. He beat Larry Bird. And Larry Bird was racist every time Larry Bird beat Magic Johnson. And every time Larry Bird beat Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, so that's how we doing now. Sports competition. It's not World War II when Hitler had a race of Aryans that he wanted to prove was superior to everybody else in the world. It's not that. This is you know what I'm saying, 2020 sports. You know what I'm saying? Social media people in a boxing ring with a basketball player. This is where we're at in 2020, where we can't even do regular sports because of COVID-19. And then you got two idiots on here asking stupid ass questions, you know, taken away from actual political issues, while they're actually in love and infatuated with this guy. You know what I'm saying? Unreal.
I said no.
It's not racist.
And the thing that's funny is, like, look at his face. Look at Jake Paul's face. He's irritated at this point. Like, it's not funny. He's uncomfortable. You know what I mean? Like, it needs to stop. Like, they're actually ganging up on him. You know what I'm saying? And, like, you know, that's not cool. You know what I mean? Like, this is a very bad display of behavior. You know what I mean? This is the kind of shit that makes racist, to be honest. You know what I'm saying? I don't know Jake Paul from anybody. So, again, like I said, you know, as far as I'm concerned, he could burn crosses at that log cabin all day. But he may not be like that. You know what I'm saying? You never know. But I'll tell you what, though, if he, you know, bumps into people who constantly bombard him with that kind of shit and he constantly having to prove himself, that'll make you have backlash on a motherfucker, man. You know what I'm saying?
It's a shitty question. It's a sport.
Yeah, again, Jake Paul is doing just like he did in that boxing match and hitting all the right points. It is an absolutely shitty question. It's a sport. What are these women doing?
Why is it a shitty question? Why is it a shitty question?
This lady, this is just fucking remarkable.
Question.
Because how does this have anything to do with race?
Right. So now, see, this is what happens. See. So now you have these two here attacking this white guy, right? So now you have the white guy saying, what does this have to do with race? So as soon as the white guy says, what does this have to do with race? All of a sudden he's a racist because he mentioned race. You see what I'm saying? And it literally, we're talking about a boxing match. It's not like he pulled off his motherfucking robe and he had a brand new, you know, cross burning tattooed on his back or a swastika or some big ass SS lightning bolts across the side of his face. No, you know what I'm saying? Like, it was a boxing match. You know what I'm saying? And they keep asking him this shit. Like I said, you could tell, like, his face ain't changed since the last time I paused the screen. He mad as fuck. You know what I'm saying?
It doesn't.
It's a fine question. We got to wake you up. You got to be a part of this conversation.
That's right.
It's like, because if you can go from
He's slipping.
if
you know what? He just hit himself harder than Nate Robinson ever hit him.
Yeah.
See, and then she threw that jab at the end. So there you go. You know what I'm saying? Your boy Rob, right, once again. You know what I'm saying? It was all on him. They was all on him, right? So here it says, initially, Paul was a good sport about the comment, shrugging it off and explaining that he trains to win. But when Champion asked the question again, a visibly, and they said exactly what I said, a visibly annoyed Paul shot back. Stop asking me that, he said. I said no. That's a shitty question. It's a sport. How does this have to do with race? Then right here, they will take this part right here, and because Jake Paul is white and simply got tired of asking the question, they will turn around and say that he had racist sentiments, and that's bullshit. That actually takes away from when there's actual racist shit going on. You know what I'm saying? A lot of white people in the United States already think black people constantly trying to villainize them and make them feel guilty about some shit. That's exactly what the fuck they were doing right there. You know what I'm saying? That's exactly what they were doing. They were doing what, you know what I'm saying, people are accused of doing, which is why you have a lot of the situation that you have. Unbelievable that they allowed this. You know what I'm saying? So this dude right here, Hunter Seidler, he says, look, I don't like Jake Paul in the slightest, but this is an absolute garbage question. Like, honestly, I don't know how Carrie Champion thought this was an intelligent thing to ask. Yeah, she didn't. You know what I'm saying? While Hill and Champion's laughs throughout the segment suggest they were perhaps joking, people were quick to pounce on the duel for their line of questioning. Yeah, well, they were laughing because they were being nice, nasty. Like, for one, again, they were completely in awe because they probably, had never dealt with a dude of that stature on there. You know what I'm saying? They were attracted to him clearly. You know what I'm saying? They had the flirty little girl, don't know what the hell they doing during the headlights looks. And so they laughing at their own corny ass jokes and their own corny ass ways. You know what I'm saying? So here it says, while Hill and Champion's laugh throughout the segment suggests that they were perhaps joking, people were quick to pounce on the duel for their line of questioning. So this person right here says, the only person to ever make Jake Paul look like a decent human, I feel dirty just saying it, is Jamel Hill. Like, damn, girl, how you such a whack person that the in my morals are shit department, you passed the shittiest person ever. That's funny as fuck. This person says they really made me side with Jake Paul with that dumbass question. This was super cringe. Please find new material, not on Twitter. Y'all embarrassing us. Big facts. Man, shouts out to this dude right here. So this blue check mafia motherfucker says, is it racist for white people to win competitive sports matches? See, this is exactly what this motherfucker was looking for. This is the type. This is the type. This is the guy right here. This is your guy. And he jumped right on it, as he should have. Because as soon as somebody leaves an opening for me like that, I'm going to pounce all over it and make about 10 or 15 videos about that shit. So he did the right thing. And this is the problem when people get out of pocket and they're ignorant and say stupid ass shit. You know what I'm saying? Because you leave these openings. This is why this is inappropriate behavior. And Paul Joseph Watson got right on it. So, you know what I'm saying? Shouts out to Paul Joseph Watson for being right there. You know what I'm saying? With the white guilt attack. So this guy Reese says Jamel Hill and Carrie Champion really asked Jake Paul that bullshit more than once. Facts. But what Paul Joseph Watson didn't say was, look at all these black people that even agree with me that this was a dumb question. See, this motherfucker's trying to make it like everybody completely disagrees with him and that everybody thinks that it was racist for Jake Paul to knock him out. This is why I'm saying you got to watch fake ass, punk ass bitches like this. You know what I'm saying? So this dude right here, Chris Williamson, he says Jake Paul being the voice of reason in an interview with Carrie Champion and Jamel Hill is something I never thought I'd type. Well, you typed it because it happened. Here go Carrie Champion right here. Jamel Hill and I were just trolling, a troll with permission. This wasn't an interview with weight. It was sarcastic. Y'all need context because if y'all can't hear the laughing, the bad Wi-Fi connection. So for the outrage, for more content at Thursday at 11:30 p.m. Vice TV. Well, yeah, that shit was garbage. You know what I'm saying? Like, your troll game failed. You need to step that shit up. And if the Wi-Fi was acting dumb, I don't know why you would ask a question that could, you know what I'm saying, turn into a controversial conversation. You know what I'm saying? I don't know if you know how. See, all right, so I'm going to tell you like this. This is proof right here of how arrogant these women are. You know what I'm saying? And they have no regard for anybody else other than themselves. You feel me? Because Jamel Hill and Carrie Champion were not only, you know what I'm saying, getting off on this dude's looks, but they were also getting off on the fact that they were being nice and nasty and being unchecked for it. And they asked him a question that was very awkward, that he really wouldn't be able to check them in the way that he would need to because of the backlash that would happen. You know what I'm saying? So he played it all the way right. You know what I'm saying? He did exactly what he should have done. He kept his cool. But the thing is that these are talk show hosts, man. They talk to people all the time. I don't do talk show shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, I make social media content. And I could tell the nonverbal communication a mile away. You could tell Jake Paul was getting annoyed and irritated. And these motherfuckers, is the more annoyed and irritated he get, the more that top lip start to smirk up, the more his face get red, the more they start laughing. And then Carrie Champion start getting into it. You know what I'm saying? These are clowns. You know what I'm saying? So here it says, y'all, Jamel Hill and I were just trolling, blah, 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 blah. I already read that. You know what I'm saying? Here go Jamel Hill. Now they say, now racism is serious. OKKK. So she could have at least actually made a joke and only put 3 Ks in K. You know what I'm saying? OKKK. You feel me? But like, she ain't even good enough of a troll to think about doing that. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, this is just dumb. Bunch of tweets. I already heard enough from Jamel Hill and Carrie Champion. So I'm gonna check out the rest of this article here. So here it says, when someone tweeted that joke absolutely stunk and you kept doubling down, Hill responded by saying it was fair criticism. No, it wasn't. Fuck. That shit was not fair criticism at all. That was the dumbest shit ever. That's why they should have had an actual boxer or like somebody that has experience with fighting or even just a regular athlete ask the question. You know what I'm saying? Unreal. And if this woman ever was an athlete and she asked a question like that, like, unreal. And it was just bad trolling. So you gonna get called out. You know what I'm saying? If your trolling is bad and people don't pick up on your comedy, then motherfuckers get outraged. So like, deal with it. You know what I'm saying? You a troll if you a troll, and you can deal with outrage. You know what I'm saying? Stop whining about it. Stop acting like you above criticism, because you're not. You know what I'm saying? So here it says, when someone tweeted that joke absolutely stung, blah, blah, blah. I already read that. Now here it says, I can accept that. That's fair criticism, but people are actually criticizing me off the idea it's a serious question. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? The reason why people think it was serious is because y'all kept pressing it. You know what I'm saying? You asked him more than once, and then your partner asked him more than once, and y'all kept pressing him after he was visibly irritated with the question. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all had a chance to just go past that after Jamel Hill had asked that. You know what I'm saying? But then you want to keep going with it. Carrie Champion. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was no point in none of that. You feel me? It is what it is. So here it says, I can accept that. That's fair criticism, she wrote, but people are actually criticizing me off the idea like it's an actual question. Yeah, man, you get what you get. You know what I'm saying? And you got what you got. And y'all should have got dragged. And that's exactly what happened to you. You know what I'm saying? So with that being said, that's it. Let me know what you guys think in the comments. You know what I'm saying? Is everybody dragging them too far? Or do they get what they deserve? You know what I'm saying? What do you learn from this? Don't ask dumbass questions. Stop doing bell curve shit and don't display inappropriate behavior. And make sure you subscribe to the whole Blacklight Network. All right? And I will catch you guys on the next video. Peace.